Greetings and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be starting a basics tutorial in Microsoft Word. So you're going to first ask yourself, what is Microsoft Word? So Microsoft Word is a word processing applications that were designed by Microsoft and was released on October 25th, 1983. So we first have to install the Microsoft Word applications on the computer. I already have it installed here. So how can we go about? We have to click on the window icon, the start menu, from the left panel, bottom. Then we have to type W. We have to find the application by typing W-O-R-D. Now Word is right there. I'm using the 2016 version. So I have to click twice to open Microsoft Word. Now Microsoft Word is open. That is one way. We can use run box command by holding our window key and pressing the R. Now we can type W-I-N-W-O-R-D. Now it becomes the shortcuts because the next time I don't have to write all the letter again. I just have to go to run box and click W. Then I will see Word and I click enter. Now we see our Word application open. When Word application open, we see first blank document, and we also see other type of document this way. So they are called templates. They are default templates that we can edit. So if I want to make a particular document and I don't know how to start about, so what I can do, I can choose a default template, then I can manipulate that template with my own data. Okay, but today we're going to be starting fresh, so we're going for the blank document. So we have to click our blank document option. Now Microsoft Word opens. So now let's first look on the top left corner. So here there are icons available here. So here is called the quick toolbar. Here is the quick access toolbar. So here is the types. Those are default types. So we have the file, the home, the insert, design. These are default types available. Now each type has their own property, which is the ribbon. So here we have the home type. Now this is the ribbon for the home type. If we click on another type, like the insert type, we're also going to see their various properties. So now let's look this way. So this is our page. Here we're going to write our document. So on the far right side here, this is a vertical scroll bar that we can use to go downward. You can also use it to go up. So below here is called the status bar. So while you are typing whatever content you're typing, the status bar is going to show you how many words you have here, and then how many words you have in there, how many characters there. Okay, so on the bottom here, we're going to see the various views. So this is a print layout view. That's the default view for our document. And then one useful tool here is the zoom, where we're going to see minus. So the minus here is used to reduce the zoom of our page. So if we click the minus here, the page zoom reduce. If we click the plus this way, now the zoom increases. If we come in the middle of the line, that is the default point. Okay, so that's how we can control our zoom. The minus to reduce the page here, and the plus to increase the size of where we're going to be writing our document. Okay, so now we're going to be going from each types to explore every features that is available there. So we're going to start with the file type first. So if you click on the file type, there are available options in the left panel. So this part is called the Backstage View of Microsoft Word. So the first option we're seeing here is the info. So it's telling you the information about the data. If we look at the property this way, so property will be telling you there how many words, who is the author, what date the document will be created. Okay, so we're seeing the new option. So the new option would give us available option to choose from, whether we want to go to a default template or we want to start another new document. Okay, now we're having another options, which is the open. Now this open option allow you to select and open existing document that you already saved. Okay, now we have another option, save. Now what the save does, the save modified form of whatever that you did before. So when I type my document the first time and I click on save, I have to provide where I'm going to save it. So you have to provide where you're going to save it and what name and what type you're going to save it. So we can save Microsoft Word document in different file format. We're going to see that and we go ahead. Now the save is going to be the very first time, and the save, let's say I save a document today and then I close it by tomorrow. I did some editing, so I'll just go to now save to save the change. So save the changes that you made to the document. So we're having the print. So if you make your document and you want to get a printout, then we can use the print option. When we click on print, we have to select whatever printer that we want to print from. Then we have to select how many copies we want. Okay, we have another option called share. So share can allow you to share your document to an email, or it can allow you to present online, or you can save to a cloud storage. We're having another options available, which is the export. So export can allow us to change the format of the document, like we have here, create the PPT, the PDF. So here we can export the document into different format. Then close option is here, also we can close. Then we have account here. So the account here will be showing you who installed the Office. So it's me, and then I'm not having any photo attached. That's why it's not saying folder. Okay, then we have the available option here, which is the option. Now if we click on options, we're having another window this way. So we're having general, display, and then let's look at save. So by default, after every 10 minutes, Microsoft Word can save whatever you have written on that page. So it's like automatically it will save. So you're able to recover, maybe your computer went off. So whatever you type after 10 minutes will be saved. And when your computer go off, then you're able to retrieve whatever that you're working on. So you can reduce the minute here by clicking on the down arrow. So after every 2 minutes, whatever you have there will be saved. In case you're using one computer, maybe a desktop computer, where the current is not stable, you can go. You want to use this kind of option. Okay. So now let's look at the ribbon. So let's try to customize the ribbon. Now we're trying to make our own type, right? So there are default types available here on the ribbon, but we can make our own. Now how can we do it? We click on the customize ribbon by clicking here. So let's look down. So here we're going to see new type options. So we have to click on new type, and we have two available view, new type custom and then new group. So we want to rename this type, the name that will appear on the ribbon. So here we have to right click on it, then we have to click on rename. We have to type test, so we want to rename our type test. So TEXT, test. And we click on OK. Now what kind of a feature we want on our custom type? So we have to click on new group. Now let's find what we want on the new type. So we can scroll down. Now there are less features available here. We can click here and then go to commands that are not in the ribbon, or we go to all commands. So we have to select those commands that we want to be on our type. So let's scroll downward and then let's go for something. There's so many of them. Every one of them can fit on the ribbon. That's why some of it is hidden this way. So let's click something. So let's come for transform. Then let's click on height. Let's find another one. Whatever feature that we'll be adding from here will be available on our new type. Okay. So let's go for insert table. Let's click I. Now if we click on OK, now let's check on the ribbon. See, one new type is available, which is the test type. Now those are the features that we added on the test type. That is how we can make our own type. Now let's start from the home type. So let's try to do something. By default, if I tell you to type like 20 paragraphs, it's going to take you a long time. So there are commands that we can use to generate paragraphs that we can use to apply our various formats while we go on. So that command is equal RAND, rand. We have to open our parenthesis. Then we have to type how many paragraphs that we want. So here we have to type, let's try one paragraph first. Okay. So we go one paragraph, close the parenthesis, click enter. And we have one paragraph. So we're basically starting from now the home type. So we have to explore those available options here. So we have one paragraph. Now, when you have a paragraph or a text in Microsoft Word, whenever you want to apply certain effect to them, maybe you want to change the text color or increase the font size, you have to first highlight the particular text. Now let me show you a simple way that you can highlight the text. If I want to highlight just a word, then I have to double click in that word using the mouse button. So click twice, the word will be highlighted. That's one way. If you want to highlight the whole paragraph, then you got to click 3 times. So if I click 3 times, the whole paragraph will be highlighted. In case I want to highlight a sentence, then what I can do is hold down my control key and click at the beginning of the sentence. Now see, sentence is highlighted. Okay, now we can also use our shift key and our arrow keys on the keyboard to easily highlight what we want to highlight. So now the cursor is blinking at the beginning of the sentence. Now if I want to highlight, here I have to go with the right arrow. Okay, so this is easily the way we can highlight our text. Whenever you want to apply any effect in Microsoft Word, you have to first highlight the text. Okay, so here we want to basically use the cut, copy and paste option available here. So what we are doing is, let's highlight our paragraph. We can also use Control A, but Control A will highlight all. So if you're having more paragraph, you want to highlight all, then we go for Control A. Now our paragraph is highlighted. So let's go for this option, copy, which is the shortcut Control C. So if we click this option, meaning we want copy of the same paragraph. So we can press the enter key to drop the cursor below. Let's create a space there. And then press Control V to paste, or the paste option is available here. If we click it also, now see, we have pasted our paragraph. So we have copy of this one available here. So we can do copy, then we can do paste. We can do Control C, we can do Control V. There's one option available there, cut. Now what the cut can do, it will get rid of it. If we highlight the text and click on the scissor icon here, cut, see, it's not available there. So when you cut, you can leave it. But when you copy, it will copy portions of that. You can paste it to another place. That's what the cut, the copy, and paste can do. Now there's another available option here. So that paste our next paragraph. There's another options available here, which is the format painter. And we're going to come back to it. So let's look at this way. And then look on the font, in the font category, we have available options here. What we want to do first is we want to change the color of the text. So let's change the text color for video. So we have to highlight just the video. Now let's come here where we see the A with the color. Here you have to click. By default, if you click, it will give you red color because the color that's showing on here is the red. But in case you now want that red color, then you have to click the arrow here, then choose whatever color that you want. So whatever color we want, we just have to select it. So let's go for the blue. Now the text color changed to blue. So whenever you want to change text color, you have to go here from the home tab. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to increase the size of the text video. So what we have to do, there are multiple ways we can do it. So we can click this A here, now pointing the arrow up. If you click on it, now the number will increase, the size, the font size will increase. If we increase the font size, the number is available here. So the size is now increased to 36. We can also click the arrow here, then we can choose the number. So in case I wanted 20, so I can click here and choose 20. I can also click here and type the number. So if I want 24, I could also click here and type 24 and then click enter. 24 size have been applied to the font. Okay, that's how we can increase the size of the text. So how can we change the style? In case we want to change the style of this text, then we have to go here to font style. So we have to click here. See, there are a lot of different styles available. So whatever one that you want to use, you just have to click on it. Okay, so let's go for the area black. So we can click on this one. See now, we're using the area black. When also you want to change the style of the text and they mention you a particular style. So let's say they want you to change the text to Times New Roman. If you can't find it easily, you can click and then type it. So if you do T, then do I. See, it's available there. If you click the enter key, Times New Roman style is applied to our video text. That's how we can change the style of the font. This is how we can increase the size of the text. Let me look at another option down. So we're having B available here. Now this B is for bold text. If we click here, now see what happens. Our text changed to bold. We can also use the shortcut Ctrl and B. So Ctrl and B will bold the text. We also have I here. So this I can change the layout of the text, meaning it will change and make it italics. So if we click here, now see it change. We can also do Ctrl I to change to italic. There's also a variable option on here, the U. So using our Control key and pressing the U will underline the text. If we also click here, you can also underline the text. But in case I apply the line under the text, I want different style of line. I also want different color of line. Then what I have to do, go here and click the drop down arrow here. See, there are different style. In case I want a double line, then I click on the double line. Now what you see, double line under the text. In case I also want to change the color of the line, I also have to go back here and then go for underline color. Go for the red color. Now see, color have been applied. We're going for the orange color. This is how you can underline text inside your document. Okay, let's see another available option. In case I want to run line through a particular text, what I can do is highlight the text. Now this option will run a line through the text, scrape through. If we click here now, see what happens. We have a line scrolling through the text. That's what this option can do. Let's look at another option. Now this text, we want to change the font to all in cap because only the first letter is being capitalized. So let's change all to cap. So whenever you type a whole paragraph or a text, then you should have typed it in capital letter, but you did type it in small letter. No worries. Just highlight the text, then find this option available here. The small capital A, small a. Click the arrow right there. Then go for uppercase. If you click uppercase, see what happens. The text changed to uppercase. In case you want to change it back to smaller cases or lower cases, then we click by the options and go for lowercase. Now see, it go back to smaller cases. We can also come back here and go for sentence case. Now sentence case, the third letter is capitalized. You see that beautiful? I can see it's beautiful. Now we're making headway. Right. Now let's see another available option here that have to do with text effect. If we want to apply effect to the text to make it look different from the other text, so let's try to apply it on this one. So let's highlight our text here. So we highlight the text. Now we can apply text effect by clicking the drop down arrow here. See, these are different ways that the text will look. Here we'll go for this one. See what happened? Effect are being applied. Now the text look different. So that increase the size and see how it looks. See now? It looks different from this. That's how we can apply effect to the text. Okay. Let's see another available option. So what we want to do here is we want to highlight the text out. So you have seen something like this in a newspaper. Now in this text we want to apply, we want to highlight it out. So we have to select the text and we'll go for this option. So we click the drop down arrow and choose our preferred color. Whatever color that you'll be choosing here will apply to the text. Okay, we'll go for the red color and see what happens. The text have been highlighted with the red color. Yes, we'll get that. Now let's see another available option. When you apply a particular format to the text, that we have this one. In case you want to apply the same format to another text available here, now these tools come in called the format painter. So we can highlight the text that we want to copy the format from, any portion of it, even we can do it with the V. Then we can click on the format painter, then go downward, click, hold the mouse button, and then highlight the text that you want to apply the same format to. So if we leave it here, now see what happens. The same format that we apply here are being applied here using our format painter tools. So that is very easy. So the tools is used to copy format from another text, the same format to another text. Isn't that amazing? I get it is. Now let's go ahead. Now we have to do with the two available options here. So we have superscript and we have subscript. Now let's go here, then let's try to type something. So in case I want to write 2x squared, then I want to write 10 base 2. So after writing those texts, how can we make this 2 to raise to the power? What we have to do, highlight the 2. So we can use the shift and the arrow key. So you hold down shift, the cursor is blinking on the right side of the 2. I have to use the left arrow to highlight the 2. Now I highlight the 2, what I have to do, go for superscript. If I click this option, now what happened? The 2 has been raised to the power, and we see a raised to the power. And the next option, we want to make 2 the base of 10. So we have to highlight the 2, and then we click subscript. So subscript will make the 2 base for 10. Isn't that amazing? I guess it is. So keep on, we're going. So we have now go through all the available options here on the font, excluding this option. And what this option can do, it can clear format from the text. Let's try with the first line. So we did apply the format here. Let's use this one. We apply format here. In case we don't want this format, we can highlight the text and click on this clear format option. Clear it. See what happened? The text go back to the default font style, which is the calibrate body, and then go back to the default size, which is 11. So this option can be used to clear format from the text. Okay. Now let's look at our quick access toolbar and try to do something there. Now whenever you make changes to any text inside the document and you don't want that change, so what you can do, you can undo the change by clicking the arrow that is pointing left. If we click this arrow, see the format come back. If we press the arrow going right, see we'll redo whatever changes that were done. Isn't that amazing? I guess it is. Now let's look at the available option on the paragraph. So the first available option here is for bullet. Now if I have a text, then I'm going to apply a bullet to that text. Okay. Now I can click at the beginning of the text, then I click the available option here. See, there are different style of bullets. Whatever bullets you want to use, then you can click on it. So let's go for this. If we click on this bullet, now see, it's been indented because the bullet applied. Now let's try to cut the line short. So if we click here and click on our enter key, bullet will be applied. Whenever you start a new line, bullet will come automatically. See that? So whenever you start a new line, bullets will come. Now, in case we want to change our bullet style, what we can do, we can highlight the text, So now we can highlight all the available lines here. Then we can go back to the bullet option. Then we can choose another type of bullet. You see now, bullet is applied. So that's how we can apply bullet to our text. Okay, now let's look here. So this have to do with the alignment. So we have left align, that's the default alignment. Then we have middle align. If we click the middle alignment, see what happens? The text will be aligned in the middle of the page. We also have right align. If we click right align, the text will be aligned to the right side of the page. We also have justify. So justify can distribute the text evenly according to the margin. Okay. Now let's look at another option available here. So this option have to do with the line between each text. Okay, the space between each lines of text. If we click this option, default is 1.0. If we go for 1.15, see what happens? The line increases a bit. If we go for 1.5, see? If we go for 2.0, and what happens? The line, the spaces increase between the lines. We get that? So whenever you're given a text, they say we want 2.0 line spacing between the text. So what you have to do, you go here and then choose the default number. So let's go for 1.5. So 1.5. This is the 1.5 spacing. We get that? Now let's look here. So here we are having available options that have to do with applying the numbers. So it's a number library. Now by default, if you want to start numbering something, that you want to do number 1 and do number 2, number 3, and so on, what you have to first do when you start, now let's try to do it from here. So if I start here and type something, like here I want to start a list, what I have to first do, go here and choose my number list. So if I click here, now number 1 will come. So if I type something like this and click enter, automatically I will get number 2. So if I type something else and click enter, I'll also get number 3. So that's how we can use our number library. In case I change my mind, I don't want the number, I want to go for letters. So what I can do, highlight the text, then go back to this library, then go back for letters. So if I go for A, see, I got A. So A, B. Now if I click enter also, I will get C. Whatsoever that I'm typing, if I click enter, I'll get D also. In case I want to use the letters, I want to use the Roman number. In case I want to use Roman number. So what I have to do, highlight the text again, go back here, and then go for Roman number. So here. Now if I do click at the end again, click enter, I will get the next number. That's how we can use our number libraries. I guess we're going amazingly. Let's look at another available options. So let's try to generate another paragraph. I hope you didn't forget the formula. So the formula is equal REND, parenthesis open. I'll go for 2 paragraphs. I'll close our parenthesis. You can go for a much paragraph that you want. If we type 100 between the parentheses, we're going to generate 100 paragraphs. But that goes small. So let's go for 2. Let's click enter. Now we have 2 paragraphs. So here, I want to indent this paragraph. Okay. So what I have to do, click at the beginning of the paragraph. The options is available here. So if I click these options, it's increase indent. So you're going to increase indent. If I click here, you're going to what? Decrease indent. So whenever you want to increase a line or a paragraph, just click at the beginning of that line or the paragraph. Click this option to indent. Increase indent, and then this will decrease indent. I guess we get it. Now let's look at another available options here. So let's decrease our indent back. We have one available option here that have to do with the shading. So the shading can apply color at the back of the selected text or the paragraph. So when we do is highlight this paragraph, we can go here to shading. Now let's select color. So if we select any color here, and what happened? The color are being applied to the background of the paragraph. So whenever you want to shade the background of a paragraph or a line, then you go for the shading here, choose your visible color, then it will be applied right there. You get that? I guess we get it. Now, in case we want to apply a border, whenever you now want the color, you go back there and say no color, and the color is gone. So what we want to do here is we want to put our two paragraphs into a border. Whenever you want to apply a border, highlight the text. The border option is available here. So we can click here. Now there are so many options. If we go here, it's bottom border. What happened? Border appeared on the bottom. What happened here? Border appeared on the top. Border appeared on the left. Border appeared on the right. On this one, no border. But when we apply border all, go for this option. Odd border. What happened? We're having two paragraphs. That's why we're having two border. We get it? That's how we can apply border. In case we want to border outside, we still go back here, then go for outside border. So go back there, then go for outside border. And what happened? Border are being applied. If you don't want the border, go back there and then go for no border. So go for no border. Border is gone. That's how we can apply border to our paragraph. Another available options here is this option. So this option sort selected value. So we have from A to Z. So what we're doing here, let's try to make a list with some names. Okay, so it can work with both names and numbers. So that we will name first. So we'll try. I have 5 names. So that go for some names in mix or character like that. I'll go for Grace. I'll go for Mark. I'll go for Abraham. And we have 5 names. So here we want to arrange those names into alphabetical order, either ascending, which is A to Z, or descending, Z to A. Now what we have to do, highlight the various values and then go for this option. So click here, automatically it's selected that is a text. So the options that we have to choose from is on the right side. So ascending is from A to Z and descending is from Z to A. So if we click from ascending and click on OK, what happened? A comes first and then Z go the last. That's how we can sort a list in Microsoft Word. So we can do it with number also. Now in case I want to apply it on number, so I do 9, I do 7, I do 6, I do 8, I do 5, I do 4, I do 2, I do 1, and I do 3. Okay, now here we want to arrange those numbers in order. Okay, so here we can highlight the number like that. Then I go back to the sort option, click here. Automatically we detect there is a number, the type. Then we'll go for ascending, it will start from 1. So click OK. What do you see? From 1 to 9. So this option can allow us to sort the various value that we selected. I guess you're going along very well. Okay, now there's another options available here. So these options can just hide or show mark of paragraph, like where you click enter. So if we click these options, now we see here, we click enter here, we click enter here. So these are the various, that's how it show where you click enter. Okay, we're going to use it in another episode of Microsoft Word where we'll be using table of content, where we'll be using page break. So let it be like that. So if you now want to see it, just click on it. It's gone. I guess we're doing very good with our home type. Now look at the file, the options available on the far right side. So by default, when you are typing, the spaces are numbered. In case you want to jam a particular content on just a page or in a particular location. So what we can do here, we can highlight the text. So let's try on the 2 paragraph. So we highlight here Then we go for no spacing. What happened? The spaces between text decreases, and then it go back to the normal size, which is 11, the font size. So if we go back to normal, see what happened? The spaces there increases. Okay, that is for no spacing, to decrease the spaces between each line of the paragraph. We get it? Now, another option is available here. So if you click the drop down arrow here, it's showing us all different heading styles. So the heading styles are important. Okay, so let me try to make video provides as a heading for this line. Now let's increase the font style a bit so you can see clearer. Now, so don't forget the increase of the font style is here, the size. So that highlight the video provider. Now apply a heading style 1. If you click on heading 1, what happened? It changed the style by changing the color and also increasing the size, and also changing the font style. Now if you apply a heading style, everything that is below here, this one becomes the heading. If you click this pointing arrow here, what happened? Everything available here, okay, is below this one. So just highlight it like this, click on it, click on it. Now what happened? Everything disappeared below because this one has become the heading for them. If you want to bring it back, we just have to click on it. Now everything come back. So you can go for heading style 1, you can go for heading style 2, no problem. Okay. Now let's look at here the 3 options available here. So we have find options. Now, in case I type a document, let me generate some text again because I want to see how this can work. Okay. So let's generate like 10 paragraphs. So we use our formula again, equal REND. It's not case sensitive. Parenthesis open. I go for 20 paragraphs. Let's close the parenthesis. Let's click enter. And we're having so many paragraphs. Now, a quick logout. So let's look at now our startup bar. You see that? So now we're having 6 pages. So we're on page 6 of 6. If we're on page 1, it will be showing here 1. How many words do we have? 1,169 words. Isn't that amazing? So the startup bar can show you exactly how many text you get, how many words, and then how many pages. You get it? So let's go back to the beginning of the page. We can use the shortcut to go to the beginning of the document by using the Control key and pressing Home. So Control and Home will bring us to the very starting point of the document. So now you see we have 1 of 6. So we're on page 1. I guess we're going along. So here I made a mistake. So the text generated is based on video editing. So we have text video appearing many times. So let's say that was a mistake. You were typing your document and you made a mistake on a particular text, and then the text appeared on all the pages. Now you're thinking, how are you going to change it? You can't go from page to page changing just one text. So there's a feature available in Microsoft Word that we can use to just make change one time. But first, we have to find what we want to make change to. So the options is available here. So we go to find. So click the drop down arrow. The shortcut is Ctrl F, and click on find. Now navigation pane appear on the left side. So here we have to type what we want to find. So we want to find video. So we type video. Just spell it out. Now see what happened. Video have been selected all over the document where it appears. So let's look at results. Now we have 28 results of video. Now let's look at the pages. Now these are the pages. So we have 5 pages that video appears on. There's no heading. Okay, there's a heading. Video appears in the heading. One of them. That's why it's showing here. Now results. So what we're going to do, we have already find the video. So we want to change the video to another thing. So let's change it to another text, music. So we have to go back here and go for replace. So let's go for replace now. We already find the video, so we're not touching this part. So we have to click here, type what we want to replace it with. So we want to replace it with music. So we type music, and then we click on replace all. If we click replace, it's going to replace the very first one. But we want to replace all. So we'll go for replace all. 28 replacement was made. Click on OK. Click on close. Now if we click back here in the navigation pane and type video, we're not going to see result for video. No record, no match. But let's type music back and see what happened. So we type music. Now what happened? 28 results. So all the position that the music appeared at first, we change it to the video appear, we change it to music. So that's how we can find and replace a particular text in our document. Isn't that amazing? I guess it's amazing. So here we're having to look at one options available here. Now if we click here, we're having select all. So in case you forget to do Control A, we can also click these options. Now this will select all of the available text. See now? Or we can do Control and A. So Control and A will select all the text. So that is all for the part 1 of Microsoft Word tutorial. So let's watch out for the next part where we are going to save our document, and then we're going to do the insert type. So today we were able to go through the home type by applying all of the available features there. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel as you await all of the amazing tricks in all the other types that appear on the ribbon. So thank you for watching, and see you.